So yeah, 2020 proved to be a pretty great year for game releases. If you're a subscriber or viewer of mine, you'll know that I've been making multiple videos about those games. Well, today we're looking ahead. Welcome to the channel, guys. I'm Ramakrishnan. Thanks for coming along. I'm sure you guys are extremely excited for many new game releases across 2021. I'm really excited for a lot of titles, many of which don't have any release dates yet. So this video is going to be the top 10 most anticipated games of 2021 as for the first half of the year. So let's dive right in, guys. Coming in at number 10, we have Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood. Interesting game here because it's really cool in concept. The cinematic trailer is awesome. I love the idea of playing as a werewolf. Now, the gameplay itself, we've seen it and it's okay. I don't think it looks bad, but it looks a little dated. I was a little underwhelmed, which is very disappointing given the fact that, we get to play as a werewolf, which is really cool. There's a variety of gameplay. You've got stealth, the ability to just transform on the fly into a wolf to do some reconnaissance and infiltration, and then you go into this full beast form. It looks cool. I hope that maybe once the game comes out, we'll see a bit of a graphical improvement, but concepts are interesting. I feel like there's no games where you get to be a werewolf. It's definitely not a very commonly explored thing. So I'm really about it. And if it is a good game, I'm looking to play it. And then moving on to number 9, we have a game called It Takes Two. And it comes from the developers behind A Way Out and Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. It Takes Two looks really delightful though, and I'm really liking the story. It's about a relationship between a guy and a girl, and I guess it's kind of broken. It's fantastical. They get transformed into like these dolls, right? Basically, they have to solve their relationship problems and fix what's broken, and then they can be humans again. I think it's very charming. It seems like it's going to be purposely funny. The narrator seems to bring a lot of comedy to the table with the trailer. It Takes Two looks like it's going to be a really delightful experience. I feel like it would be a fun game to play with a significant other. I love the vibes. I love the way they're telling the story. It looks really creative and colorful, and it looks like it's going to be heartfelt. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how this game unfolds in March. Number 8, we have Back 4 Blood. Yes, we're finally going back to the likes of Left 4 Dead. Now, I didn't grow up playing Left 4 Dead on Xbox 360 or anything. I know a lot of people have a lot of connection to the series. However, I'm really excited for this game regardless of me not really caring that it's anything like Left 4 Dead. Looks like a really fun time. Gunplay looks like very polished, and it's killing zombies. In general, a game where you get to mow down zombies and it's not like a survival horror game, I really like that more because I like having fun just being a badass. I love action games. So I think Back 4 Blood looks really good. I love the trailer. It looks like it's going to be a good time to play cooperatively, and I think it's going to be a really awesome zombie shooter. New Pokemon Snap is dropping this April, and it's a game that I initially wasn't so sure if I cared about, but it looks like a lot of fun in a different sense. I love the Pokemon franchise. It's one of my favorite series in gaming, so of course I have a lot of attachment to that IP. New Pokemon Snap is different, and I don't have any attachment to the original one, but I'm a big fan of photo mode in video games. I find myself all the time using it in many games, taking screenshots. I love the idea of photos. I take photos in real life. It's something that I enjoy, and I love Pokemon. Why not combine the two? I feel like that would be a really good experience. It's kind of calling my name. The visuals are awesome. I love this art direction. It looks really good. Like, it kind of makes me feel like Pokemon, the mainline series, could potentially look that way one day. So yeah, new Pokemon Snap looking pretty good. Taking the number 6 spot on my list is The Medium. It's an Xbox exclusive. It's a game that looks like it's going to be the first for Xbox exclusives since the consoles launched to really push the Series X. It looks innovative. It looks very interesting. I love this idea of a dual reality. There are two worlds and they exist at the same time. So you go into the spirit world or you can go into this normal world. Things are happening, coinciding. It's going to be really cool for some puzzle solving. I think that these scares look good. It looks like it's a very chilling experience. Of course, it is like a horror game. I think that the creativity behind the dual realities is very interesting, and it's gotten me excited. I feel like this game is going to be an innovator. I hope it's a really solid Xbox exclusive. It looks a little strange. I don't know how it's going to deliver, but it's coming out very soon. At the time of recording, we are really just a couple weeks away, so we'll see what happens. Much like The Medium, my number 5 spot also is releasing in January. I'm only a couple days away from the game dropping. That's Hitman 3, and Hitman 3 is a game that I'm going to play no matter what. If you just told me it's happening, maybe give me that really, really well-made cinematic reveal trailer that they seem to be known for. and I'll take it and I'll play it. I don't need to see gameplay or anything because it's Hitman. I'm really excited to see what I don't know yet. The first Hitman from IO Interactive and its sequel more so really are great. I loved Hitman 2. I played it very recently actually, and it proved to be one of my favorite games of the last few years. Really awesome, just taking on these massive sandbox levels, and it's like a little intimidating at first. What do you do? And then you figure out ways to do it, and there's so many ways to actually kill your targets in Hitman. It's awesome. I think Agent 47 is so cool. I love the whole, like, the vibes of the Hitman storytelling and everything, and just the world. The world of Assassins is really cool to me. I think that they've created something really interesting, and I'm excited to see IO in their own self-published game here really go full-fledged. This is going to be like the Hitman definitive experience, as I'm pretty sure you're going to get to play 1 and 2 levels as well, meaning it's jam-packed. I'm looking forward to Hitman 3 because the more Hitman, the better. And Cyber Shadow takes the number 4 spot on my list. This game is coming out this month. Cyber Shadow looks like a fantastic love letter to old games, namely Ninja Gaiden. Of course, The Messenger, it's got like that type of style to it. I'm a huge fan of The Messenger. And another fantastic indie game I love is Yacht Club's Shovel Knight. It's objectively brilliant. Yacht Club is the developer behind this new game. Cyber Shadow looks really cool because it's got that whole 8-bit vibe. It's got the fantastic music, and the levels are probably going to be crazy hard. Really cool platforming and action. Going to have some Mega Man, some Metroid vibes. Ninja Gaiden, of course. It's a really cool ninja game. It's a throwback, and I'm all about it. I love these type of games. Cannot wait for Cyber Shadow. All right, coming in at number 3 on my list is Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. Now, I never had a Wii U. Yeah, even though I'm a big Nintendo fan and a big Mario fan, this is going to be a brand new game to me, even if they didn't add any content. Even if you didn't have Bowser's Fury, I'm hyped to play Super Mario 3D World. So it's coming out very soon. I finally get to experience Super Mario 3D World. It's a delightful game. I know there's so much creativity in the levels here because of all the power-ups, and, you know, playing with your friends is awesome. Peach, Luigi, Toad, Rosalina. So I've heard. Super Mario 3D World always looked awesome. I've always heard good things about it, and I'm glad it's coming to the Switch. I knew it had to eventually. I love 3D Mario games, probably more than the 2D ones. And you've got Bowser's Fury, which is really cool because it's like this whole new game in there. I mean, at the very least, Bowser's Fury is a new mode that is going to have all these collectibles, and it's going to be this 3D, really large landscape. It's going to be like Odyssey, honestly. I'm looking forward to this because it's different. Bowser Jr. is like an ally. Like, that's kind of interesting. And there's the massive Fury Bowser, and I feel like that boss fight might be cool. Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. It's a definite purchase for me for so many reasons, and it's going to really get me excited to be back on my Switch and playing an awesome Mario game because I've missed this type of game since Odyssey. And coming in at number 2, we have Returnal, a new game from Housemarque. This is a PlayStation exclusive. You can tell that there's a lot of love and production value being put into it. I'm really excited for that alone. Sony backing these games, you know that they are delivering. Returnal looks like it's going to give Housemarque a chance to really, I don't want to even say step up their game because they make fantastic experiences. Resogun was a delightful launch title for the PS4, but this is on another level. It looks like a very big game, more than I expected from them. We've got some really cool concepts here. The gameplay looks like so much fun, very fast-paced, exciting. You've got this shooter, and it's a roguelike. I'm really looking forward to just playing through this interesting, creative sci-fi world, taking on all these crazy enemies, and I feel like it's going to be fast-paced, like I said, which looks like a lot of fun. Returnal also has this whole, I call it like a Groundhog Day, like a time loop type of thing where, you know, once you die, you keep going back. I mean, it is a roguelike after all. And this idea that this planet just keeps changing and this person trying to sort of get to the bottom of it and survive and everything, really cool concepts. I think that Returnal looks like it's set out to be a huge PS5 game. And honestly, some of you are probably sleeping on this game. Returnal, it's coming out March 19th. All right, guys, before I give you my number one, I wanted to point it out that I would have given you honorable mentions. In fact, 2021 might be an amazing year for game releases from January through December. But at the time of recording, we're in mid-January. I don't know if any of the games that I'm excited for this year, besides the ones I'm talking about right now, are going to make the cut. So titles like God of War Ragnarok, Ghostwire Tokyo, Ratchet and Clank A Rift Apart, we'll have to wait and see when they get release dates. But we're talking about games confirmed for January through June. Here we are with number one. This is Deathloop, the new game from Arcane Studios. I was excited for this game since it was announced. I think that Deathloop has so much promise. This game has some awesome trailers that show off this really fun story. You know, the whole vibe of it feels like it would be a movie that I'd be seeing day one. I love this idea that there are these two assassins, rival assassins, and they're stuck in this time loop. They have to kill one another. I love it. It's so cool. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. You've got these characters, Colt and Juliana. We hear Colt talk about how he's just dying over and over again, but there's all these people having the best time of their life on this private island because they're just killing him. But he's like, I'm not going to have it or whatever. And this guy seems like a badass. He's just mowing through these guys. The gameplay is like Dishonored naturally. Arcane knows how to make really awesome action gameplay with some creativity and movement and different types of powers, weapons, gunplay. Arcane did a really good job with Dishonored 1 and 2, Death of the Outsider, Prey. So I think that Deathloop is in really good hands. I love this concept. It's sort of just right up my alley. I'm really excited to see the story unfold. I hope that the cutscenes come together and tell a story like it's a movie. I hope that there's some tough decisions to be made and we get to play as both characters. Deathloop looks awesome. I was hyped when it was supposed to be allegedly a PS5 launch title, but hey, it's coming out this spring in May. I cannot wait to see Arcane's work on this awesome assassin time loop story. And that will wrap it up for me today, guys. I appreciate your time here. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. And if you did, you know what to do. Let me know in the comments below what game you're most excited for in the first half of 2021. Let's talk about these games. I think a lot of them show a lot of promise. I'm really hyped, especially for those last few, of course. I mean, Deathloop looks sick. And I'm so glad to get a 3D Mario game. Even if it's not the newest of new, it's brand new to me, guys. So, also Returnal. Underrated? I think so. Keep your eye on it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you all in the next video.